For quite some time, we've been asked by Vipul how to make Russian pirozhki. Vipul, today is your day. Hey there, Dilyara here from Samyara's Den, where Sam and I explore various recipes for the everyday you. Vipul, a dear friend of ours, a few weeks ago asked us about how to make pirogi. As you can see, pirogi and pirozhki sound different, but he did mean the same thing. So let's dig deeper and see what they are. As a Russian-speaking person, with English being my second language, by pirogi I simply understand pies. The pies that we have at home are not only apple pies or pumpkin pies that we see more commonly, but they can also be pies made out of yeast dough, filled with either meat or sweet. Enough about pirogi. Now, what are pirozhki? I would say that pirozhki are mini pies. They are not exactly buns, because they are not made of the yeast dough, and they are definitely not puffs, because they are not made of the phyllo dough. But at the same time, pirozhki will taste somewhat similar to puffs, because of the butter that goes into it. Without further ado, let's begin! For this recipe, you will need 190 grams of plain curd or yogurt, 2 medium-sized eggs, one for the dough and another one for the egg wash, 100 grams of softened butter, you can replace it with oil, half teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and approximately 400 grams of flour. I use all-purpose flour over here, but I did try a combination of the all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour before, and it worked like a charm. Making the dough is super easy. Combine all the ingredients together. There is no particular order, and let the dough rest for 30 minutes to an hour. Since I have a stand mixer, I will be using it today as it simplifies my baking life a lot. Here we have the dough combined. Now, let the dough rest for about an hour. The dough has been resting for an hour, and it's time to make pirozhki. Split your dough into egg-sized pieces and shape your pirozhki. Now, shaping pirozhki totally depends on how you want it. I prepared some chicken filling for pirozhki with spring onion. If you want, you can make nests just like this one. Or you can close the dough by braiding it like this. I prefer the braiding method because I always used to help my mom in the kitchen by shaping them when I was a kid. Preheat your oven at 200 degrees Celsius with the heating applied from both top and bottom heating elements. Place your pirozhki on the tray with a parchment paper and brush them with the egg wash. Decorate it with some sesame seeds. Place them in the oven for 30 minutes. Once they turn golden in color, you know it's time to take them out. And now, look at this beauty! Our freshly baked pirozhki are ready to serve. The butter gave so much richness to the dough. The chicken filling and the dough are truly a match made in heaven. If you like this recipe, do check out our traditional Russian breakfast recipe, sырники, over there. I'm Dilyara from Semyara's Den. До новых встреч!